Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and today we're going to be playing Señor Fog, which I assume is kind of part of Meggen033's kind of Traveling the World series, where I'm guessing Señor is Mr. in Spanish, so maybe we're in Mexico, in Spain, somewhere in Latin America. And, very glad to be kind of back on familiar territory. So we've solved a couple of really difficult puzzles over the weekend. I say over the weekend, on Sunday. Which, when you look at it, actually amounted to just over 2.5 hours of recording, which is, yeah, a bit extreme for a single day. So I'm glad to be back on familiar ground. Familiar, but, slightly more approachable, 1-star difficulty rated puzzle. We should be in for a bit of a treat. Right, let's take a look at today's puzzle and rule set from Meggen033 and Señor Fog, and the following set of rules. Normal Sudoku, place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, every 3x3 box, of course. We've got fog, so essentially the grid is covered with fog, and correctly placed digits will clear the fog around that cell and no guessing is required. If this is a 2, for example, and this is correct, all of the following 3 cells that are seen by that fog will be revealed and hopefully gives us some more information. We have digits along a magenta renban form a set of consecutive digits, non-repeating digits in any order. So for example, this 4-cell renban could be 1, 2, 3, 4, could be 2, 3, 4, 5. What I couldn't do is do 2, 3, 4, 6 because they are clearly no longer consecutive. And I cannot repeat the same digit. I mean, obviously because it's in the same box, but that would be true if it's across boxes, rows and columns. We have green German whisper lines. Adjacent digits along the green German whisper line must have a difference of at least 5. So you can see us heading off into the fog in here. If this cell is a 2, this would have to be 7, 8, or 9. You can also see us coming back in here. So if this happens to be an 8, this would have to be 1 or 3. Of course, it could have been a 2, but it's already used in the box to be 5 or more away. And essentially, we're oscillating between high digits, low digits, back and forth we go. We have Kropke dots, white and black. If this cell is a 2, this would have to be 1 or 4, so that they are indeed in a 2-to-1 ratio, so one cell is double the other. If that was a 2, this cell would have to be 1 or 3, so that they are consecutive. No negative constraint, so if that's 4 and that's 3, clearly in a 2-to-1 ratio, that is double the 2. This is consecutive with the 2, no white dot and no black dot. All of that is allowed under today's rules. So fairly straightforward set of rules. As always, if you want to play along, link will be in the description down below for you to do so. And with that said, I'm really starting the clock and see how I get on. Now, you can immediately kind of determine that the parity seems to be consistent across all of these. So my temptation is that there is a 5 in here. Yeah, let me color this. So I don't know what's high and low on this, but we know it oscillates around the 5. So if this cell is purple, this cell will be orange, and then I'm back and forth I go around this German whisper line that's circling box 5. Now, with all of these kind of placed, this cell is also actually orange, I should say, because I've placed all 4 purple cells, and therefore this is not purple, otherwise I would have had 5 low digits or 5 high digits. And when you have 2 oranges on a black Kropke dot, 2 of any color, you know that they're both going to be low. You know that, of course, because of the black Kropke dot digits 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, and 4, 8. Any kind of 2 cells that are high digits are going to go into the double digit territory. So orange is definitely low. Purple is definitely high. Blue is 1, 2, 3, or 4. For this to be both blue, this would have to be from 1, 2, or 4 with a definite 2. I don't like corner pencil marking across boxes, but that's the only way you could do it. Because 3 goes with a 6. So that is going to have to flip polarity. 1, 2, 4 is the only way this would work. Right, so we know that these are either all low, so essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, with a 5 in here, or this is 2, 3, 4, 5 with a 1 in here for it to be consecutive. So the question is which one it is. Which one is it, I should say. With a 2 in here. Yeah, I'm not too sure I get this just yet. So we know that one of these is a 6. Because these are 6, 7, 8, 9. And therefore one of them would require a double 1. Right, so whichever one is the 6, you can see it has a 1 in here. If that's not the 6, that's the 6. There's a 1 here, there's a 1 there. If that's the 6, if that's the 6, there's a 1 here, there's a 1 here. Essentially, there's always a 1 in one of these 3 cells, pointing and seeing this cell. So this has to be 5. And this, therefore, has to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This can't be a 2 because of this aforementioned corner pencil mark. These are clearly all low digits now. And then I have a run of 4 low digits in here and 5. So all of these are now high digits. It's unusual for me to kind of color things that are not green German whisper lines, but I'm just not going to ignore it just yet. Now this can't be a 1 because that would have to have a 2 in here, and I can't have a 2 for it to be consecutive. So that's not 1. If it's 3, this is 4. If it's 4, this is 3 because it can't be 5. So I end up with a 3-4 pair. No 4, this is 1, 2. I still haven't revealed a single fog cell. I've got 1 digit, I haven't revealed any. So I think I'm going to have to go back and think about the 6 one more time and the implications of the 6. Now I said one of these 3 has to have a 1 because of the 6s. Now if the 6 happens to be in a corner as this one, it would put a 1 in here and a 1 in there, eliminating everywhere that there could be a 1. Let me show you. 6. I really shouldn't have done that with a big digit, but I was confident that these would not be double 1, because where is the 1 then in box 5? So essentially 6 has to be at the top, and then one of these would have to be a 1. Again, danger of corner pencil marking across boxes, meaning these are not 1s, because one of these will be the 1, and therefore this is the only place for a 1, and this is a 2, and this is my first reveal. Now these 2 are from 7, 8, 9 on a 5-cell renban, by the way. This has definitely got a 5. We'll think about that in a second. Notice there's a definite 2 in here. So even though there is a 1, the second cell is not a 2, it's 3 or 4. So essentially this is 6, 8, 9, because I couldn't have a 7. The 7 would require a 2 next to it, which is not available. And this would be 7, 8, 9 with a definite 7. This is a very intricate start. Rest of this column 5 is 6, 7, 8, 9. You can see how much of a difference this is now making to this renban. It's got to be the renban next. Everything's sort of pointing towards that. Now there has to be a 5, as I said before, on a 5-cell renban. Essentially, think about the number line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To pick any 5 consecutive cells will always contain a center digit 5. 5 can never be on a black Kropke dot, well, unless you are, of course, playing in a Schrodinger cell puzzle. Yeah, I'm having nightmares about this, because half of 5 is 2.5, double of 5 is 10, neither of which is allowed. So this has to be 5. This is now 4 or 6. Now the question is, this cell, so essentially my options are yeah, I can get away with a 4. I could do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be fine. That's definitely possible. And then I'd end up with a 3, 9 pair. The other possibility, of course, is this is 6 or 8. So essentially I have 4, 6, or 8 in here. If it's a 4, this would be an 8, because it couldn't be a 2. If it's 6, this would be 3, this would be 4. And if it's 8, this would be 4. So like I have a very very nearly a triple in here. And then down here, I either have a 3-4 pair or a 3-9 pair. There's definitely a 3 down there. Now, it's either a 4-8 pair and this is 6, or this is 6-3 and this is 4. Doesn't feel like there is enough for me to solve it here just yet. Right, let's keep thinking. What else am I missing? I'm genuinely not sure. What am I missing? Can't have 4s in here because it would require a double 9. Sleuth, wakey, wakey. So this is not a 1-3 pair, this is a 2-4 pair. This is now a 3, this is now a 4. And it reveals a little bit more information, but frankly it doesn't feel like there's enough. And then in essence, one of them is going to be something like 6, 7, then the other side is going to be an 8-9 pair. Because the side that has the 6 would require the 1, and then the 7 would be the 1 and 2. And because this is 3, that can't be the 7, it'll be an 8-9 pair. Now, what's wrong with that? If it's 8-9 in here, removes the 8 option, well, forces this to be 7, because 8-9 and gone. Removes the 9 in here as well, so that becomes 3-4. None of these become 7. And because the 6 is in here, that would become 6. No. I think like I'm definitely on the right track here. I just need to understand it a bit better. One thing I haven't got in any of this. Yeah, I've totally messed up. What is 1 in this box? Sorry, I'm gonna clean up my pencil marks a bit. So of course this could be high digits 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean this up a bit. Right. 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, because of column 5. This is 7, 8, 9. This is 7, 8, 9. So I have 3 high digits. So that does limit it to the lowest digit possible being 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Of course, that could also be 6 or 8 as in a high digit. It can't be a 9 because, of course, of the black crop kilo. So this is all solid. But essentially, I now have a 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 quintuple, and this is 1, 3, forcing this to be 4, forcing this to be 8, forcing this to be 6. Lovely. This 4 gave me a 2 in here, and then a 4 in there. Not that it seems to particularly matter, if I'm honest. Now, if this is 2 or 4, this is 1, 8, or 3, 6. I'm not a fan of any of this. 1, 3 in here with the white crop kilo is 2 or 4. Doesn't feel like it's helpful either. What am I not getting? We knew these are high digits. We know that on this German whisper line that's high. So these are high. These are low. This is a 7-9 pair because we've already got 6 and 8. This is a 1-3 pair. The 7 or 9 can't have a 1 next to it. Can't have a 4 next to it because it would require a double 9 in the same column. So it's not 1, it's not 4. This is 2-3. 2-3 paired means that's 4, which forces us to be the 3, forces us to be the 1. This is now the 6, the 7, and then back to the aforementioned 8-9 pairs, which forces this to be 7. None of these are 7 anymore, nor is this cell. There's a definite 6 in here, meaning these are not 6s. There's a definite 7 in here. This can no longer be an 8. 6 doesn't work because that can't be 3 either. So it's either 1-2 or 3-6. For the moment, both are allowed. Now these high digits, which are next to 2 and 3, they're essentially from 7, 8, 9s. And these would include the 6s. Is there a 9? I kind of wonder. So whichever side has the 3, that would be 9, and then that would be 8. And whichever side has the 2, well, that would be the 7, and then that would be 8. So yeah, it is 7, 8, 9. So one side is, there's no 7. If it's 2, if it's 2, that's 3. That causes this to be 9. Doesn't stop this from being 7, however. It doesn't. And then the side that has the 2 would be 7. And because it can't be 6, it'll be 8 or 9. And then the side that has the 3 would be 8 or 9. Yeah, so there is no 7. I think that was correct. And this is now a 6-7 pair. Very interesting logic. We haven't, oh, that 3 gave me, of course, the 2, the 3, I'm just not thinking today. 9, 8, and then 7, 8, no, hang on, 9, excuse me. And then 6-7 pair. Right, lovely. These cells do not include a 1, so there's a 1 in here. Of course, because I can't have a 2 because this wouldn't be consecutive, it's already placed. So that's not 1, that's 3, that's 1. And then in here, I've not got 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have 5, I can't have 5 because of the 6. So this is actually a 1-5 pair. And this is 6, 7, 8, which requires a 7 to be consecutive. In fact, it is just 7, 8. That's my 6. That's my 7. The 7, 8 gives me my 9 and 8 resolution. And then and that 1 ages ago gave me that 5, that 1. Now these are 2, 4, 5, 5. That can't be 5. 2 would require a 1, can't be 4. 4 would require a 2, can't be 8. And then these two, well, this is the 6. This is the 9. Making progress. Feels like one of my smoother solves for a Meggen033 puzzle. They're quite intricate normally. 1 and 2 is just fine. So 1, 2 is good. That can't be 2, 3, or 4. It could be 5 to be fair with a 6. Could be 6 with a 5. Can't be 7, 8, and it can't be 9 because that wouldn't be consecutive. So 1 and 2 is fine. So this is fully pencil marked, but feels premature. In fact, that 7 gave me 8 and 7 in here. That's more helpful. Notice we end up with like a virtual 2-6 pair here. Either it's 1, 2, and 6 on top, or it's 5, 6, and a 2 at the top. So the loose digit is the 1, 5, and 9. Because if it's 1, 2, 6, that would be a 5, 9 pair. If it's 5, 6, that would be 2. That would be a 1, 9 pair. There's always a 9, of course. there's always a 9 down here. So what is the rest of this? So what am I missing in this column? So I've got the 9 down here, the 8 is up there, and then the 2, 4, actually 8 and 7 are up here. 9 is down here, and then 2 and 4 could be anywhere at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. Definite 2 between these. Not a lot to go on. 9 is restricted to this corner. Well, this left-hand side. Again, not a lot to go on. So far, I've ignored this renban, and it's just because you can only see 2 cells, so I'm just not seeing how it could be that useful. I'm kind of running out of options. 1, 3, 8, 9, and a 2. So there's a definite 2 in here. This being I mean, I don't know the length of the renban, so I just don't know what's going on in here. It's clearly something I am not looking at. So the black crop key dots that we've pencil marked, I don't feel like we've gotten our money's worth from them, so to speak. Let's have a think about this. I'll be honest, I'm not getting any of this. We know that the 7 is down here and here. We know that the 6 is up there. We know that the 1 is in one of these 3 cells. We know that 2 and 3 are not down here because of this virtual corner pencil mark 2 and the 3. Like, there could still be a ton of different things. Can I do anything with these? I mean, 3 is in here because of this 1-3 pair. I really feel like I'm missing something. Got a 1-3 pair, which gives me a pair in here of 5-6. That's kind of useful. Essentially in here, I have another 4th digit. Do I? Another one of the 7, 8, 9s. And then the other 1-3. So no, I don't have another 4th digit. Interesting. Let's try something. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. No, but this could be 6. It doesn't have to be 7, 8, 9. It's the renban. I've forgotten about that. With the 4 place, there was no 9. So this is 8. This is 6. This is 9. This is a 7, 8 pair. And therefore there's a definite 9 in here alongside a 1 or 3. That means this is not 9. This is 9. There's a black Kropke dot here, which isn't including 1. It could be 2, 4, can't be 3, 6, and it can't be 4, 8. So this is 2, this is 4. This is not 1, 2 anymore. This is 1. This is not a 5. This is a 2. This has to be the 1 now, which gives me 3, 1, and then 2, 3, 9, not a 2. And then the 1, 9 pair. Now we can just remove the corner pencil marks, write in 4, 7, 8, and then write in 3, 5, 6. Lovely. That 1 removes a 1 option in here. Nine feels tricky. I should probably think about the rest of this actually now. So essentially I've got a 7, an 8, and a 5, 6, but it can't be 6. So that's the 6, that's the 5. In fact, that 6 gave it to me earlier, if I paid attention. So this is 5, 7, 8, not 7, not 8. This is 2, 3, 4. This can't be 2 or 3, that is 4. That 4 bounces back up and gives me 2 and 1, and 9 and 1. No 1 in here, no 9 in there. 2 or 3. Regardless, you need a 4 on here because essentially, yeah, it's 4 cells and it's starting at 2. It doesn't matter. No 4, no 4 is 4. Not a 4, not a 4 is 4. And then 5, 6, 7 up here. Now 7 feels like a bit of a stretch. 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't get to 7 here. So this could be 2, 3, 4, 5, or the 2, 3 pair. It could be 3, 4, 5, 6, but then that would have to be the 5. That would have to be the 6. There's a definite 5 between these two cells, meaning that is not a 5. It's not quite enough. Am I missing something more obvious? Probably. Usually. Four, 5, 4, not 5, no resolution. 4 in here hasn't really helped me in the row. 7, 8 pair. 3, 5, 6, 9. This is not 6, but it could be 3, 5, or 9. Not a very helpful pencil mark. This needs to be another 7, 8 pair, isn't it? I've got 2, 3, 5, 6 in here. This has to be 7 or 8. It gives me 7 or 8 to complete the row. Gives me 7, 8 pair in here. Puts another 2, 3 on top. Now, I have a strong suspicion that these two cells are the same. If it's 3, if this is 2, I don't know. Why do I have that suspicion? That was kind of my initial intuition, but I don't have a good reason for it. So I am going to ignore it. I need another 7, 8 in row 1. I have a sextuple, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9. This is another 7, 8, and then you've got the 7 to basically just probably unwind it all. Not 7, therefore 6, therefore 5. Therefore it's a 2, 3, 4, 5 renban. That becomes 7. That's the only place left for a 9. 2, 3 pair means, oh, that's fact, that's just 5. That's 7. That's 8. What am I doing with the 2, 3 pairs? It removes a 3 from in here. That isn't a 9, that's a 3, that's a 2, that's a 3. There you go, 2, 3, we've got this. 6, 5, 3, 2. I think that's the only place for a 9, isn't it? 9. And then 5, and if I've not made any mistakes, 6 for the finish. Lovely puzzle, Meggen033. I think like a really smooth solve. It could be that I've just learned to be a bit more patient rather than running it as quickly as possible. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the puzzle and the video. Fantastic puzzle from Meggen033. I'll see you back soon. Bye-bye for now.